Today I'm going to go through your movement class based on the mat or seated, whichever you choose. I'll give you the option on both. Ideally, if you move down to the mat, we'll stay down the mat until we instruct you to come back seated. So you start off with some isometric contractions, where what I'd like you to do is you're going to bring, just relax your foot, you're going to bring your thigh up towards your hand. We're going to hold it for 5 seconds. You're going to feel like the thigh is really working. We're going to alternate between right and left. So you're going to bring that up, relax your foot, just feel that hip engaging. And we're going to do 5 sets on each side. Down we go. Up we come, relax the foot. Really focusing on using the hip to pull up. And if it feels like it's 5 seconds is too much, even if it's for a couple of seconds, that's okay. The target is 5 if you're able to. And down we go. And again, just to really get those hip flexors working, at the same time, create more stability around the joint. Down we go. And engage. So just trying to see if we can maintain a nice upright posture through this exercise. And down we go. Keep the foot relaxed. Hold and relax, and again, up we go. Just maintaining a good position through our spine, and relax. One last one on each side. 3, 2, 1, and up we come. 3, 2, 1. Now the next one we're going to do is to release through the back of the leg and the glute. So we're going to grab hold of the back of the thigh, so just comfortably into that position. What we're going to do from there is keeping the foot and shin nice and relaxed. Just feel like we're using the muscles through the back edge, just to gently feel like we're pulling down into our hands. So our hands are stopping us from pushing down towards the floor. And again, we're going to do 5 seconds on each side. So if my hand wasn't there, I'd just keep pushing down. But imagine you're using these muscles here and the muscles through the glute. So again, gently hold. 2, 1. And just feel like you're just nice and comfortably pulling down into your hand, keeping the foot nice and relaxed, and again maintaining a lovely posture through the spine and head. Very good. Same again. Keep the foot and shin nice and relaxed and pull down. This is really, really good to help to loosen off the joints in the back of the hips. So maintaining our lovely posture is massively important. So we're going to drop that back down. We're going to swap sides. Again, using the muscles of the back of the leg and through the glutes. Down we go. And one more on each side. Engage and hold. 2, 1. Now we go. And last one. Foot and shin nice and relaxed. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Just from that position, we're just going to get those legs moving nice and comfortably. Just allow you to get the arms to move at the same time, just to get some blood flow through those areas, increase the circulation. Now the next option we're going to do, you could either remain seated or you could go standing. It's completely up to you. We're just going to do some calf raises. We're going to do, again, 5-second holds. You come up onto your toes. You hold it there for 5 seconds. You can lean forward a little bit to increase the contraction. Nice and slowly back down. Or if you opt for that option, you can hold. We can go up onto your calves, up onto your toes, holding it, keeping the knees nice and soft, and then really nice and slowly back down. So we come up, hold, and nice and slowly back down. So again, we're going to do 2 more sets. 4 sets, or repetitions at least, holding it, and then really nice and slowly back down. So again, we're going to do 2 more sets, or repetitions at least, holding it, and then really nice and slowly back down. So again, we're going to do 2 more sets, or repetitions at least, holding it, and then really nice and slowly back down. So again, we're going to do 2 more sets, or repetitions at least, holding it, and then really nice and slowly back down. slowly back down. And last one, up we come and hold. In 3, 2, 1, and relax. To get the shoulders working nicely, we're going to get the arms out in front of us, thumbs pointing up towards the ceiling. What I'd like it to do is, as we raise our arms up in front of us, make sure you draw your tummy in, arms up, and from there you can reach up a little bit higher. And from there we're going to come back and bring the arms back in front of us. Relax the upper shoulders. Arms up. As I'm going through that position, draw the tummy in nice and deep through that position. And this time bring the arms back down and relax. Arms out in front, thumbs up, nice and high through the arms. Reach up, relaxing the upper shoulders. Really feel like we're lengthening through our torso, through our tummy as we reach up. Bring the arms back down to that position. You can have the palms facing me as well, that's fine. And relax. Let's go one more. Arms and thumbs up nice and high. Reach up. Bring the arms back down, palms facing forward, and relax. Get the shoulders moving a little bit more. Again, we're going to just go into relaxing the arms up to the side. We're going to take the shoulders up, back, and down, up, back, and down, up, back, and down. Let's go 2 more. Just really feel we're getting those shoulder blades pulling back as we take the shoulders up, back, and down. Now the next one you could do, you can opt for this one actually in a seated position, or we can move down to the floor. So what I'm going to do with the next one, I'm going to do some glute stretches. So you take your ankle over, and from that position there you can lean your chest into that stretch as you come out, so comfortably in and out. So remain on this side for now. I'm just going to demonstrate the one on your back. So from there you can take that leg over and you can pull that knee across our body, feeling the stretch through here, and relax. So rather than you leaning in and out of the chair, you're just pulling that across your body and just nice and rhythmically feeling the stretch through here. Now, if you have any difficulties with our hips in certain positions, you'll know whether or not you should cross your leg over. If that's the case, then from there you can pull that knee up and down in that position. I'd like you to swap sides, so we'll move on to the other side if you are seated. And from that position we'll just move nice and slowly in and out of the stretch. So really rhythmically, and again if you're on the floor, we'll go from that position there and just gently pull it across and relax. Gently in and out. Smoothly as we go in and out of this movement. And we're going to go in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now with the next load of exercise, which I'm going to do, is I'm going to demonstrate it on the floor, and I'll demonstrate it seated if you prefer to stay seated. So it's completely up to you. I'm going to show you our floor exercise. And what we're doing here is going to do some leg rolls. So shoulders going to feel like they've planted into the floor, palms facing the ceiling. And from there, we're going to use our tummy to rotate our legs right and left. Now the key here is the knees are going to remain hip width apart as I'm rotating right and left. So using my stomach, so moving from side to side, really concentrating. So if you're happy with that one, you continue that movement. If you remain seated, getting across your arms over your chest, and from there you're trying to turn your head and shoulders as you move right to left. Really focus on when I'm turning through my shoulders, that I feel like I'm pulling my left shoulder back. Keep my tummy gently engaged so we control our spine, and only go as far as you feel comfortable. If you remain on the floor, keep those shoulders locked in, and use the stomach to rotate those legs right and left. We've got another 10 seconds on that. So if I remain through this position, nice and smoothly in and out. Okay, again, if you're seated, you can remain with the rotations, that's absolutely fine. If you're on your back, I'm going to demonstrate the next exercise. What we're looking for here is to engage through the hip flexor and through the quad. We're going to straighten out our right leg. I'm going to use my tummy, I'm going to squeeze the muscles through my thigh, and I'm going to lift my leg just off the floor. What we're going to do with this exercise, we're going to hold for 5 seconds. We're going to bring that leg back up, straighten the opposite leg, engage the thigh, lift up, hold for 5 seconds, and then from that position we're going to lower, bring it back, and we're going to keep alternating between right and left. When you continue with that exercise, if you're seated, we're going to do from there is the same exercise. We're going to engage the thigh, we can hold the muscle in the back of the leg, squeeze the muscles through the thigh, holding that for 5 seconds. And again, we're going to drop that back down, and we're going to swap sides. Now you can do anywhere between 5 up to 10 repetitions on each side. So if you're finding this one quite challenging on your back, again, or even seated, you can hold this for 2 to 3 seconds if you feel like that's enough. And we can build it up to 5 seconds over a period of time. So keep going with that, keep alternating please. A reminder with the exercise on my back again, engage up, squeeze the thigh, hold it there. We can feel like you're using our tummy so our back is pulled down into the floor as well, and then from there drop back down and swap sides. Tummy pulls in, squeeze the thigh, hold it. Feel like we're using the contraction through the stomach as well, and relax back down. Okay, now if you're seated and you can continue through the leg extensions, that's absolutely fine. And I'm going to give you the variation of a side plank. So we've got a few variations in this one. You could comfortably lie in that position. We're going to use our tummy to lift our legs up. We're going to hold that for 5 seconds. Knees remain nice and soft. And then from there we're going to go down. Or, if you want to, you could come up through your elbows. So elbows underneath your body, lift up through that position, hold for 5 seconds, and back down. And if you're really feeling comfortable with that one, you can lift up into a full position, holding that for 5 seconds, slowly lowering yourself down. We're going to do 5 sets of 5 on the one side, and once you've done your 5, I want you to move to do up to 5 on the left hand side. Now if we're seated, just going to unlock my program so you can see what we're doing. And from there, if we're seated, what I'd like you to do from there, nice lovely upright position, you're going to imagine you use the muscles to the side of the tummy. You go down through as far as you feel comfortable. Imagine those are squeezing and pulling you down only as far as you feel comfortable for 5 seconds. What we're going to do is we're going to alternate. So from that position, feel like you're reaching only as far as you feel comfortable, and hold. So good contraction through the side, and up we come. So engage and hold. So if you're still doing the exercise on the side plank, hold. Just really maintain good position through your shoulders. And back up. With this seated exercise, keep going as many as you feel comfortable. Remember, you feel like you're using the muscles to pull down and hold. If we moved over to the other side, remember you got the option from here to lift and hold. From that position, 5 seconds. Down, you could go knees and body in line, lift up and hold. Feel like you keep your shoulder in good position, holding that for 5 seconds. Or we could go through the full position. There we hold in that position, keeping the knees nice and soft. And from that position, we're going to go back down nice and slowly. Okay, if you're finished with that one, that's fantastic. What we're going to do is we're going to move on to your next exercise, which is opposite arm, opposite leg reach. If you're still seated, moving from side left to right, that's absolutely fine. If you've had enough, take a break. What we're going to do from here is going to go opposite arm, opposite legs. And what I'm looking for here is going to reach my right leg away to start with, left arm away. Going to feel like I'm drawing my tummy in towards my lower back. I'm going to squeeze the muscle in my glute. I'm going to imagine squeezing through the shoulder to lift up and reach away. What we're going to do here is we're going to hold that position for a couple of seconds, bring my knee and elbow towards each other, and from there I'm going to reach away, holding for a couple of seconds. Now, you could do 5 on one side and then 5 on the other side, or you could opt to do 2 and keep alternating. So in other words, do our 2, and then from that position, reach out, hold for a couple of seconds, bring elbow and knee towards each other, reach out and hold, elbow and knee, up to 2 or up to 5, okay? Now if you're seated, what we're going to do with this position here is the same thing. I'm going to take my elbow and knee towards each other and then reach my leg and reach my arm up. So elbow and knee together, reach my leg and reach my arm up. Again, you can do 2 or up to 5, okay? So from there, up, reach. Once I reach there, I draw my tummy in, reach my leg out, squeeze the thigh and bring it back up. Now if you find that these are too much, again, do as many as you feel comfortable. Now if you're staying on all fours, just as a reminder with this one, keep the spine in, really try and stop your hips from rocking backwards and forward. Try and keep them nice and straight. As I reach away, elbow, knee towards each other, reach away, and please make sure that you keep alternating through those exercises. Please continue being seated in that position. I'm going to move us on the floor, I'm going to move us to some other exercises which you're going to start off with, which is known as the clamshell. What we're going to do, we're going to use the muscle through the side of the glute to feel like it's lifting and rotating up. So we're going to draw the tummy in gently, make sure we're not leaning back. We're going to hold that for 5 seconds as we slowly lower back down. Draw the tummy in, squeeze the glute, hold, and nice and slowly back down. What I'd like you to do, again, we're going to do 5 sets of 5-second holds through the one glute, and then we're going to move over to the other side, and we're going to do the same thing again. So squeeze, hold, and nice and slowly back down. Okay. So please continue with those. And for those that are seated, what we're going to do is we're going to place our hands on the outside of the thighs. We're going to imagine using the muscles on the side of the glutes, and in effect we're pushing out to our hands. Our hands are going to act as a doorstop. We're going to draw our tummy in, really feel like we're squeezing out. We're going to hold it for 5 seconds, and we're going to slowly bring back to the centre. Try and see if you can keep those shoulders and necks nice and relaxed, even though they have to work to stop your knee from going out. But you just want to feel like they stay down. You're going to hold it. 3, 2, 1. For those of us on the floor, if you swap sides and you feel like we're going to do a few more, that's completely up to you. Again, relax the shoulders, engage, and please count to 5 on all of these exercises. And relax. Now I'm going to move back to the floor. Again, when you're seated with those exercises, continue until we get to when we get back onto the chair. The next one, which you're going to do for those of us on the floor, hands on the thighs. We're going to draw the tummy. The idea from here is I'm going to pull my lower back into the floor, and imagine using my stomach to lift my head and shoulders up. Rather than lifting up from my neck, and you can use your hands just to slide up. Hold it for a couple of seconds and then slowly back down. If you really find this challenging through your head and shoulders, you could just reach your hands up as far as you can but keep your head down, or you can place a pillow behind your head and back down we go. So engage up, hold, and then slowly back down. Continue with that one as many as you feel comfortable, up to 15. And once you've done your 15, you can just relax. But for those of us on the seated position, what I'd like you to do is, again, you're going to reach your hands. So imagine we're using the tummy to reach down towards your shins and back up. So it's very easy for us just to flop over, but I want to imagine we're using the stomach muscles to reach down and control that to come in a nice upright position. Engage to reach down, and up we come. And again, same thing again. Okay, so continue with that, using the stomach. If I show you from a side-on angle, just using my tummy to reach down and then back up. You can drop your chin in gently and then back up. Continue with those there, please. And then I'm going to move on to our roll downs. What we're going to do is legs out nice and straight. We're going to use our tummy. So from there, I'm going to look at tilting my hips to come down and up in a nice upright position. So from there, thighs can engage as well. We can use the tummy to come back up. Now for those of us who find this one relatively easy, you can take your hands out to the side, palms up, and then up into a nice upright position. So tilt, arms up, and up. Continue with those, and if you want to go a little bit lower, please do, but go down as far as you feel safe. Now from the seated position, I'll turn it side on. What we're going to do from there, move to the centre of your chair. You're just going to move back as far as you feel comfortable and then back up. So same principle, the further I take my legs away, the harder this is. And ultimately just go as far as you feel comfortable. And up you come. But you want to feel those muscles working through the stomach, of course. Okay. Very good. Okay, one last one for us on the mat and for us seated. And relax. I'd like us to slowly move from the mat onto a seated position. What we're going to do from there is just get our body and increase the blood flow through our hips and through our arms. So again, just gentle marching on the spot. Now if you want, of course, sorry, I should have said you do have the option of just going standing. That's absolutely fine. Just bring those arms and legs around. Of course, you're going to be seated. That's absolutely fine. Excellent. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, to finish off with, what I want us to do is, like all of us to stand, we just use the chair, and I'd like us to use some leg swings. So I'm going to hold on to that position. You're just going to gently leg out and then slightly behind. And once you feel comfortable with the balance through my left leg, just going to very gently take the leg up and down. Just to get those hips moving and open, especially for those who've been sitting down. And we're going to swap sides. I'll move over to that direction. See if we can maintain a nice steady position through the head. The leg that we're standing on, make sure the knee's soft. Rather than the leg locked out, keep the knee soft. We're just going to smoothly move it up and down. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Thank you much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you soon.